Good morning. Welcome to the April 2022 Union Report. Hope you're well and your families are safe, and I'll get right to the report. Power utilities, some overtime. There is currently an approved requisition for 4 electricians, 2 pipe fitters, and 1 SSE. All of these will be subject to our lateral language when they are filled. 8061s on 710s, Dearborn Engine Plant. Most of the contractors are gone. The trade-specific utilization will now be job by job as needed, and of course commissioning. Dearborn Truck Plant. These rotating production blackouts are going to continue. No one seems to have line of sight of how long it's going to go on. In the meantime, we'll do our best to keep everyone working and gainfully employed. Please remember to sign up for Outplant on the SharePoint if you're looking for overtime outside of your department. Body, all departments working regular schedule. The parking lot's a mess. I'm sure you're aware of that. The company did a very poor job in planning how it's all going to go. However, when everything's done, there'll be a new lot and a new motorcycle corral with a cover area, so let's hope they live up to their word on that. Paint, a new posting for an FIS coordinator went up. The job will be listed as an STWG coordinator and pay out at $36.53. If you're interested, please sign that up for the electricians. Central, working 100% sign up. Rev C, working 100% sign up. Final, working the regular schedule. DDMP, project coordinator postings went up and came down, and those elections are, they believe they sent them out. The results are out already. They're working overtime as needed on various projects, primarily the steam elimination project. Dearborn Tool and Die, working their regular schedule and some overtime. Stamping plant, hiring 1 electrician and 1 pipe fitter. We're waiting for them to start safety training on 4/25, and of course after that will affect any laterals. They'll be subject to that language as well. Area A, overtime is necessary. Area B, regular schedules. Facilities, some overtime on various projects. World headquarters working 710s. VSE, working the regular schedule, and also looking to onboard 1 more auto mechanic. Rev C, there's a requisition approved for 1 millwright. That person will be coming from Romeo, I believe, and he'll be subject to our lateral language as he arrives. Transportation, there's a site-wide posting for drivers. The Transportation Department is currently looking to onboard 4 new drivers, filling the growing need at the Rev C building. That posting is available to non-skilled production people who have a Class A CDL with verifiable driving experience and also able to pass the drug and physical, and also no driving violations over the last 12 months. Unit information, the lateral posting comes down Friday, 4/22. If you're putting in a shift crew bump via the SharePoint, you should also contact your committee person or bargaining to make sure that it gets processed correctly. Local, there'll be an election for District 5, General Council, and Constitutional Convention on May 12th and 13th. We'll have our slate cards out shortly. We're asking that you support our team. I believe we have assembled one of the best committee rooms we've ever had. We've been successful in bringing people from different points of view, different views, opinions, and we've made this one of the best rooms in memory. I think. I would appreciate your support from my team this election. Voting will be done at the local for Rouge residents and also at VSC and World Headquarters, and voting times have been posted in those areas. Region news. Summer school at Black Lake will be July 10th through the 15th, and the chaplaincy conference will be May 1st through the 6th. Committee reports, the UAW news, Constitutional Convention will be July 25th through July 28th. Committee reports, Health and Safety. Workers' Memorial will be April 28th at noon. And we have the severe weather alert. You're probably going to be seeing a lot of these now as we head into the weather season. So a level 1 is a severe weather watch. A level 2 is high wind advisory and lightning warning. And level 3, of course, is a tornado warning. And we all have know the postings and how to get out of the building safely and marshal together, and so they can do a head count. My safety team often sends me the MIOSHA work or death report, and the other day I was reading it, and the top 3 were falls from heights, and no fall protection or lanyards of any kind. The 3 weren't wearing it. At first I was just sad about it. It's always sad when you read about a brother dying or a sister dying. And then I looked over and I saw that one of them was 63 and the 2 others were 60 years of age. So that means these guys were probably doing this type of work for many, many years. And they were probably all considered highly skilled professionals. and one of them was working at a tree removal company. And I thought, how can you not look at that and respectfully question what the hell was in your head? Why would you be working at heights and not tether off? People use fall protection. You have to use your fall protection. There are enough things we deal with on a daily basis that you can't control, that are out of your control, that are dangerous. But those things are things you can do. You don't have to do it. If you're on a job and you're in a hurry, or your boss is telling you to get up there and get that done, and you don't have your fall, you can refuse that job. You can refuse the job if you don't have the proper PPE to do that job. You can slow down and not do that job. You can refuse to do that job based on health and safety concerns. That's something you need to know, and that's something you need to be aware of. And that's something that, if these people fell into that, went up into a lift without tethering off because you were in a hurry or because your boss said so, or you felt pressured from your buddies, hey, just hop in that lifting, that's madness. That's madness. And 63 and 60 years of age, doing this work for years and years and years, and falling to your death is just unfathomable to me. So please use your proper PPE. Benefits, optional life insurance open enrollment is April 18th through May 27th and available from MetLife. The phone number is 833-562-3673. Quality, new model pricing went into effect on December 11th, 2021. Any vehicle ordered before December 8th, 2021 will not be re-invoiced at the higher price. So I guess those prices always go up at that time, but if your vehicle was ordered prior to December 8th or on December 8th, 2021, you'll get that price and it won't be re-invoiced at the higher price. Joint apprenticeship, we currently have 69 apprentices on course. They'll be adding a total of 35 apprentices this year, Rouge-wide. 26 are coming to our unit, and they will comprise of 12 electricians, 7 pipe fitters, 6 millwrights, and 1 industrial truck, hilo mechanic. They're also planning on an electrician rotation on May 16th for the apprentices in the electrical trade. And just in news that just happened yesterday, I wanted to cover at Strikes. We had an opportunity to show our support and an informational picket for Spirit flight attendants yesterday. The AFA has been citing many contract violations leading up to the picket. The company has been leaving attendants stranded at airports for endless hours, sending them off to hotels where they had no accommodations. And they have a crew schedule that they have to call. If they get a call from crew scheduling, they have to call back in a certain amount of time. And crew scheduling telling them to get on flights and take flights to areas, even though the FAA rules stated that they had already timed out by law and they were not allowed to fly. So a trucker can drive a certain amount of hours in a week, and he can't drive any more than that because it's against the OSHA rules. So the FAA said that a flight attendant can only fly a certain amount of hours until they time out, because they're responsible for the health and safety of all the passengers on the plane. And crew scheduling just telling them to get on the plane, that those rules don't apply. And of course, if you don't know the contractor, you don't have the strength or the tenacity to tell them, no, I timed out, I'm not doing that. You just going along with the flow, and you don't want to get in trouble, or you don't want to get written up, or you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. So they're bullying them into doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So the list was pretty long, and won't get into the weeds on it, but I want to take a minute and say that yesterday showed to me what unions are kind of all about. We weren't there very long. We kind of just showed up and said hello and said, hey, we're supporting you, and it was enough. It was long enough to make them feel empowered and stronger. And I guess they saw another group of union people standing with them. It gave them a sense of strength and propping each other up and standing with one another. That's what unionism is all about. Hearing cars honk their horns as they drove by, even though it was just a few, it just lit the crowd up. It pumped them up. It was freezing cold, and a car would honk, and all of a sudden everybody was just up and cheering and holding signs, and it was pretty cool. It's amazing to me that people can't see how powerful we are if we stand shoulder to shoulder. I truly believe that what we're seeing nationwide is a rebirth of unions. It's like a groundswell that's moving through the country. And I hope people finally see the power we hold if we just stand together. And I think that's what unionism is all about. We'll have our differences, we'll have our arguments and our disagreements. We always will. That'll never change. But I do believe that if we stand arm in arm, and shoulder to shoulder against these mega corporations who just want to ground everyone down into hamburger and take their bonuses and their golden parachutes and their incredible severance packages, while, you know, people down here can't even get a pension and can't even get a post-retirement health care and the things that we used to consider commonplace. Those were all things we just expected. And now, you know, now it's a match in your 401k, and it's here's $1 an hour for post-retirement health care, which won't cover anything. Wanted to congratulate the Amazon for unionizing. How awesome is that? So that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of a groundswell. So with that, I want to take a second to thank Mike Young for recording and doing all this. And I wanted to wish you well. If you have any comments, concerns, call the committee room, text me, call me. If there's some place we haven't been in your building you want us to be, you need our support there, we're here for you 24/7. Let us know. And with that, I wanted to thank you very much. I wish you well. God bless, and stay healthy.